Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina Mendez, where I teach you how to align, design, and execute the marketing of your dreams. Today, we are talking about the best books every business owner, every entrepreneur needs to read in their business. One thing I will say about reading as a business owner is it's not like a extracurricular. Like, you need to be reading because they always say the knowledge you're looking for, the answer you're looking for is in a book. So these books that I'm about to share with you literally are going to touch over business, finances, marketing, all of those things. If you're trying to figure out where to start in the millions of books that are available for business owners and entrepreneurs, these, in my opinion, are the best places to start. Let's get started. So the first book that I want to start with is Outliers. This book is by Malcolm Gladwell. What I like about this book, and I think this was the first book I started reading when I got back into reading. I've been an avid reader my whole life and just told myself that I didn't have the time when I really do. This book talks about successful people and how every successful person just doesn't inherently wake up successful. There are outliers in their life that played a part that contributed to their success. The reason why I think this book is important is because this will help check your thinking when you're comparing yourself to others. It's literally helped me train my mind when I feel myself being like, man, like, dag, that person has this, or dag, like, that person is there. Then I'm like, what were the outliers? What were the outliers that led to this person being able to make these moves? It gives you a really, really, really good way of analyzing situations and checking yourself on comparing yourself and breaking things down. It also will help you to identify what were the outliers in your life that have you doing what you're doing now, good and bad. So this is a great book to start out with when you're thinking about what it means to be successful and what does it take to be successful. All right, the next book that I want to talk about is Mindset. So this is one of the look how, like, first of all, one thing I know about my books is, like, they be torn up, there be notes in them, because when I'm reading to understand and to implement, I don't just be reading just to read. Like, every book has given me something else to add to my business. So just excuse how fucked up they be looking. So this book is about mindset. This is the book that helps to check me on, do I have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, what that looks like, and how to reframe things. I recommend this book to everybody when you start to question, like, do I deserve the things that I'm looking for in life? When you're like, oh, I'm trying to manifest something, okay, cool, you need to read this book. This book really breaks down your mindset. Why do you think the way that you think? Why do you form the opinions that you form? And especially when you're in that stage of building a business and it gets hard, this is the book that you need to lean on, because it shows you where you are on your journey. Do you have a fixed mindset or do you have a growth mindset? And if you have a fixed one, how do you change it to growth? And you need a growth mindset in order to go after $1 million goals, to go after whatever your revenue goal is. Your mindset has to be there. Before anything, for marketing, for social media, the mind has to be strong. So this is a great book for that. All right, y'all. The next book that we're going to talk about is Contagious. Look, again, the notes. So, Jonah Berger, this is a book that Nip referred to. This is a book that Nipsey used to inspire him to do the $100 mixtape. Jonah Berger is an amazing author. He has I've got all his books. Like, I'm obsessed with him. I tweet about him all the time. And this book, his steps method, is literally what I use in marketing campaigns. And I expound upon this in Marketing Youniversity, which is my marketing school where I teach you how to effectively market and get people to help you market your products and services. So Contagious literally goes through, like, I have notes everywhere. It goes through what are the steps that your marketing has to have in order for it to go viral. This is not a formula to going viral, but it's basically explaining the psychology. If you have these different components in your marketing, what you're doing has a more likelihood of other people catching on, other people talking about it, other people promoting it. So it's when you are really trying to figure out your marketing, this is the first book I recommend to figuring out your marketing. You need to understand why people share information, why people connect with information, to even figure out what you're supposed to say in your marketing. I live by this book. I literally take this book everywhere with me. This has just been a game changer. And like I said, I literally use it in my marketing to this day. All right, y'all. The next book is called Traction. Now, Traction, people actually referred this book to me a couple times, and I just refused to read it. I don't know why. I just was like, I don't know. I don't know if it was like the title was intimidating, but like I didn't want to read it for forever. I'm like, I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. Y'all, this is where you start. Like, this is if you're looking for a how do I build a business book, this book is how you build the business. This book is going to really make you rethink everything. What I like about this book is, and I'm going to show y'all, is there are like worksheets inside of here where you basically has you fill out something called a VTO, a vision tracker, right? I think it's called a vision tracker. Yeah, whatever. I think it's like VTO. But anyway, there's sheets in here. So as you're reading the book, he makes you go and stop and fill out that portion. So when you're done with the book, it's all figured out. How do you have it? This book will tell you how to find your core values. What's your vision, and does that vision make sense? What kind of people do you need to hire? How to manage the people that you're hiring? What's your marketing? What should you focus on? How do you find a niche? All those like very big general questions that people ask, it's found in this book. Again, this is another book that I use within my consulting. I make a lot of my clients get it, and we literally go rounds and rounds and rounds about the strategies in this book that helps them clarify their business models and their marketing messages. So, and they also have worksheets that go with this book, so you can download the worksheets and fill them out. So it's a very like work through it, like, nah, he really wants you working through the material. Great book on how to build a business. All right, y'all, this next book is called Profit First. Bruh, I got this book. I read it in a day. I'm not kidding. I stayed up all night and read this book. This book is when you're trying to figure out like, damn, I'm making money, but I'm not seeing the money that I'm making because of all of these different expenses and damn taxes, and how much do I pay myself, and what money goes in what account, and how do I make this all make sense? Bruh, this is the book for you. My biggest business question was, how much do I pay myself? Like, I couldn't figure out what was the formula to make that make sense. I couldn't figure out how to justify. Like, I know how much I want to make, but, you know, equivocating that into expenses and profit and how that all works out, what money go in what account. This book, oh my God, like, it changed everything for me. And I will personally say that by implementing these strategies, I have more money in the bank. Like, actually in my account that I have, because the way your money is structured plays a part in how much you profit, how much you take home. So reworking the way I do my finances and how it all is set up really makes a difference. Do not read this book and be like, man, this is a lot. It is a lot, but it will work. You will start to be able to see more profit in your income by structuring your money this way. Game freaking changer. Also, what I like about this book is it's a new way of doing accounting. After he wrote the book, he came up with a business that has accountants that teach this method. So I'm like, just a game changer, like just so freaking smart. This book, like this is the only book I recommend when it comes to like managing your money. Like I ain't even read no other book about business money. Like, you got to get through the profit first method first before we talk about anything else. So absolute game changer. And then this last book is my favorite book. Oh my God. I read this book probably every 2 months. If you're like, how do I have success? How do I stay motivated? How much effort do I need to put into building this business and being an entrepreneur? This the book right here. This book, I feel like he cussed me out the whole book. This book will eliminate any excuse, any reason why you can't be successful, any doubt, any of them things. You confused about how you're supposed to do this, how you're supposed to attack this, how you're supposed to set goals. This book is going to get you there. This book is for a person who is really hungry to figure this entrepreneur shit out, really figure it out, really stay motivated, really stay at the top level of execution and performance. So this book is not like, anytime I start getting lazy, anytime I start feeling discouraged, I'm like, let me go read 10 times. Let me go read the book again. Grant Cardone is absolutely amazing. And sometimes I will go to a section of the book, but most times I will just sit here and reread the book. I'm actually gonna get this on audio so I can just keep listening to this book. Like, that's how much it will inspire you to get off your ass and do some work. Those are my top books that I recommend for being an entrepreneur. I will link all the books to buy on Amazon in the comments below. But get these books and then come back to this video and tell me what you thought, because I love hearing other people's perspectives or what parts of the book spoke to you the most. Because again, reading is a requirement when you become an entrepreneur, because there's no rules to this stuff. There's nobody that's going to just give you the game. It's literally trial and error, and I think these books help eliminate some of the error and provide clarity to your biggest business questions. All right, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.